I'm supposed to be serious now.
I mean, this is... All right, what's up, guys? This is the next video.
Remember the antlers.
Like that.
There
Like
they
that.
are. There's the antlers. This is the next video.
Hey, Ross. No see me pull the rabbit out of the hat.
Next video y'all see. This is...
Hey, y'all know he was worried about me looking at the camera and getting scared.
Yeah. Next video y'all see. 5 minutes later from the last video, y'all. Anyway. Little round table. Just so you know, yes, we... We're taking a little bit, but we are on a 34 reset. So, hotel, we're legal, everything like that. So basically, we're just going to cover this video, different things that you can encounter on the road, different things you can see on the road. This video may get long.
We can talk about that.
No, not that.
Like in the RV experience. Yeah, not that one.
Okay.
Yeah, what if your wife stumbles across it?
She knows.
Okay.
She was there.
What? You left that part out when you talk about that. Good God. But anyways, different things we experience. Like I've said before, there's a bunch of videos out there. You can follow other guys like Fair Winds and High Mileage Helper and stuff like that. They can tell you the nuts and bolts of the industry. I do want to cover some of that, but a lot of it I want to cover is the things you see out on the road, the things you can do while out doing this, a lot of things like that.
It
So
may get serious, it may not, you know.
yeah, it may get serious, it may get funny. Y'all may get a kick, y'all may not. We're going to have a good time. So, yeah, here we. I mean, this is it. Here we go. So,
Y'all get tickled pink messing with me.
You damn Skippy.
Gotta go.
and y'all remember, I am going to do it.
Oh yeah, don't you let him lie to you.
Yeah,
like
no,
that.
I'm going to do a video about the different things that we talk about while on the road.
Oh, you
And basically, it's just going to be like a 10-minute clip of. Y'all are not going to see me. It's just going to be. I'm going to have the GoPro on, driving straight down the road with them on the phone. I got to do a dry run to see how the audio is going to work and all, because it's hilarious at times. It's serious at
And then
times.
you gotta listen to them sing. Oh my God.
Yeah, we do karaoke at times. But guys, I will tell you this. The road can be lonely. Find you a group of guys that you can call on the phone and bullshit with, bullcrap with all day long. Because it does help knock those miles down. Am I right, guys?
100%.
I mean, it really does.
My miles were long today because they had done finished their trip up. I finished mine up this evening, and
Yeah.
And
That
he
was
was whiny all day long.
Because we wouldn't talk to him on the phone because we were asleep. We were napping all day, day.
I had to.
All right, so the first thing I do want
Myself.
to cover, we touched on it a little bit in the last video. Somebody at this table, first camper, first trip, popped by DOT. So let's talk about it. So, all right. So a lot of people may not know what goes into a DOT inspection.
What is that?
Other
that
than
big round thing goes
other
into
than
the
the
inspection.
other than the fact that they're going to inspect your truck, obviously, make sure everything's working.
Yeah,
Was it all
Well, what
working?
did they pull up on the computer for you to see?
my trip,
From?
where I left to where I was at. Everything matched up. I was good. My logbook
Well, I
was
didn't
fine.
say you wasn't fine. I'm just saying.
So, I'm driving down the road. I was going to Florida.
Where did you get stopped? Because everybody knows.
I got stopped in Tennessee. I'm not afraid to say it right off of 65.
Oh, there you go. And if you ever get into this, you will figure out that gum way station at the top of the hill, coming off of Franklin, out of Franklin. What's that? You know, because you're
Franklin, Kentucky into Tennessee.
At the
This
top
is
of
the
the
scale house right there on I-65.
and it is
southbound.
very easy to miss.
Well, it's an active scale house too, because sometimes you'll be running down 65 going south, and you'll see a bunch of big trucks pulling off the road right before that scale house.
Yeah.
Yes, there is.
So,
right there,
anyways,
right before it.
And they love transporters.
yeah, they're after RV guys. So I'm driving down the road, and a little touch on the backstory on this. My cousin, he also does this.
Well,
Really?
So he does this, and he was going down south as well, and he got stopped in the same scale house and got a DOT inspection. Anyways, so anyway, I'm driving down the road, and I'm, getting close to the scale house, see the 2 mile sign, so I'm over in the right lane. Just
Where's that sign at?
Huh?
I've seen the 1 mile sign. I ain't seen the
I've never seen the 2 mile
the
sign.
1 mile sign.
I've never seen
Sorry,
the 2
I guess
mile.
I'm using my DriveWise app now. It says 2 miles.
Yeah.
So I see the 1 mile sign. I'm in the right lane. I'm waiting, and there's a couple of trucks in front of me. So I'm going into the scale house, and semi truck. I think it was like 3 of them in front of me. They all get green lights, go around. So I'm like, sweet. I'm fixing to make my left turn to go around the scales. And I just see, if you've never been to a scale house before, you got lights up ahead or on top. They're gonna let you know where they want you to be at. Trust me. Don't get nervous. They're gonna let you know where you want to be. You're not gonna mess it up, because you'll know if you mess it up, because they'll come after you down the road.
They'll tell you real quick.
So I see the red light pop up on the left ramp, and I see the green light pop up on the right ramp. So I'm like, oh man. So I pull on over. I get up to there and I stop. He weighs my truck. Yeah, pretty much. He weighs my truck. And I think he mentioned this is my first trip ever. He weighs my
Just
truck.
started. Just went through
just
orientation that morning.
Literally my first trip ever. So he weighs
I
my
actually
truck.
met him at a local place. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
Met him at a local place, Dan's Hitch, that morning that he was doing his orientation. That he got DOT inspected that afternoon.
So they DOT officer pulls up to the passenger window. I roll down the window, and he goes, "So when was your last inspection?" I look at him. I said, "This is my first one." He goes, "First inspection?" I said, "No, my very first trip." So he looks at me. I look at him. He goes, "Go ahead and pull around back." So I'm like, "All right, man, sweet." So I mean, I guess a little bit of informative in the video is, they.
I just gotta know. Did you look at him and say, "Yeah, antlers like this"?
No, I didn't. So, I pull around back, I get parked, and he comes up to my window. And one thing about being serious about this, on a funny story, is if you are entertained into doing this, or if you already do this and you don't have what I'm about to tell you, I would highly think about getting it. Get you a binder from Staples, Office Depot, Walmart, whatever, and take your registration, take your insurance, take your DOT physical, take all your paperwork, put them in the document protectors, and put it in that binder. Put that binder somewhere easily accessible in your truck. Because sometimes they'll do spot inspections and not pull you around back like, "Hey, let me see your paperwork." If you hand them a binder, you're showing that you're squared away. So I squared away. I was in the Army for 6 years, sorry. Squared away is you got all your stuff together.
CYA.
Yeah, CYA. So I handed him my binder. He gave me his email, and if you run in the Keep Trucking app, you can go into the DOT inspection mode, and you can enter a trooper's email, and it sends it to them, and they can go through your whole logbook. Mine was, a whopping 1 day, and lots of history to go through. So they have you honk your horn, flash your high beams, turn signals, hazards. They check your VIN tag on your truck. They check the VIN tag on the trailer. They check your bill of lading, which is your shipping document. They check your DOT physical date. If you got a CDL, they make sure your CDL's, valid and not expired or anything like that. If you got a driver's license, they make sure it's valid and not expired. And basically, they inspect everything. The safety of your truck, your hours of driving for the day, and luckily I was within. Everything was legal. I wasn't over hours. I had just left Indiana that day, and you can legally make it to Indiana through Tennessee.
Yeah.
Legally.
6 hours, 7
Yeah.
hours.
So
Yeah.
you can legally do that. So everything was
From
good
where
with
we're
that.
at.
Yeah, from where we're at. Well, we're in the top of Indiana, so
Yeah.
yeah.
31, 465, 65 south. But yeah, you can do it.
So, funny story though, but yeah, I ended up, the company we work for, and I think most companies do it, you get a passing DOT inspection, you get a $25 bonus on that load. You take a picture of it and you submit it with your delivery paperwork, and a $25 bonus for every inspection you get. So,
But the bad part about that is if you have a violation.
get a sticker.
Yes.
Get a sticker. They didn't give me a sticker.
I still got a question.
Get
Or
a sticker.
trophy. What's your question?
Was it worth the $25?
I mean, if you really want to boil it down to an hourly thing, I don't math too good, but I mean, I make more than $25 an hour as I'm driving, so.
Okay. So it was worth it to you?
Mm-mm.
I mean,
I'd say no.
no.
Okay.
I don't like.
All right, guys, it ain't worth it.
I don't
You
like.
heard it.
I don't like the attention. I'll tell these guys all day long. It's another reason why I'm not a big fan of the shorter loads. I've been getting experience with the shorter loads this
That's why
week.
you don't dance to the strip club, too.
Yeah. So
You don't like the attention.
But if he spent more time up here than at the house, he'd probably get some longer runs.
You know, they like to give me crap, man. They don't like to give me crap. I go home for Christmas, New Year's, and
Thanksgiving.
I was home for Thanksgiving, but I came out and ran after Thanksgiving.
Hanukkah.
I did Sarasota to Iowa, Indiana to Colorado, Indiana to Montana, and that's another story in Montana. After Thanksgiving,
yeah.
I came out.
Yeah,
after
you got
Thanksgiving.
messed up on that one.
Yeah, I got
You
messed
got
up.
messed up on that
Did
one.
he treat you like Gomer?
Gomer Pyle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Cool.
But he was prior military. We sat there and BS'd around
Did
about
he have a
being
Smoky Bear hat and everything?
No, he wasn't wearing a hat.
Oh.
Well, then that made it all unofficial, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't go north before you go south, it's technically. I have a feeling this video is fixing to be me just telling my stories.
That's a story. All right, so let's talk about that. Let's talk about
Yeah,
that.
let's.
Yeah.
Please, let's.
Yes.
So
Hold on.
this
One
is
thing.
the beginning of my Montana trip, by the way.
Hold on. One thing. What does sleep look like?
Sleep.
Yes.
Dippin' Dots. Sleep looks a lot like Dippin' Dots.
Oh, my
So-
God, that was so funny.
All right. So to preface the Montana story, that them two talked about this for
Now, we looked at the weather. Number
We did
one.
look at the weather.
Number two, we looked at all routing, every interstate, every exit number,
To be fair.
all the way from beginning to end.
To
Okay,
be
go
fair,
ahead.
Now, what GPS tracking app what GPS app do you not use?
Trucker Path.
Why is that?
Because in order to go north, you have to. No, sorry. In order to go south, you have to go north.
No, that's west.
Well, I did. You do have to kind of go south before you can go straight west because you got to go around our favorite state.
Oh God, I hate Illinois. If y'all from Illinois, I'm sorry, but every time we freaking go through there, it's shut down, and we gotta have exact change and
55-mile-an-hour speed limits.
yeah, man. Anyway, that's another.
So you got to go north before you can go south.
All right, so
We had gone over the route.
if y'all are not geographically illiterate,
Look at Google Maps.
Montana
A lot.
and Indiana, pause the video, go look at where Elkhart, Indiana. It's just a good roundabout. Elkhart, Indiana to Montana.
Havar.
Huh?
Havar.
Havar, Montana, to
30
be
minutes
exact.
south of Saskatchewan, Canada.
Okay. And then, now come back, and
So
which way did you go?
north.
To where?
Oh,
What
Michigan.
state? Michigan.
Michigan.
We went to Michigan before
Went
we
to
could
Michigan
go west.
first. I'm on the phone with this gentleman over here to my left, and
And I'm going, where the hell are you at?
he's like, "You got to be around Chicago by now, right?" And I'm like, "No, I'm in Michigan." He goes, "What are you doing in Michigan?" So I downloaded this app called Trucker Path because
Now, he done this after we done all the planning, and
Yeah.
he decided
The night
on his
before.
own. Yeah.
So Trucker Path, I will say this right now, I still do use Trucker Path, not for GPS. I use Trucker Path for route planning to find truck stops, rest areas, and if you want to know where the way stations are at. I'm not bypassing way stations, but if you just want to know where they are at on your trip so you can be prepared and in the
And
right
be in the
lane,
right-hand lane.
so you don't accidentally run a scale
One
house.
more thing, and this is what I do with
It does
Trucker
have
Path.
parking reports, but don't trust the parking reports.
And I'm not going to say trust this, but you can also see the scale houses and see what their
False.
history has been for open and closed. You can't trust it 100%,
You
but
can
no means.
not trust
But it's an ideal.
But I tried to use Trucker Path as a GPS. Just from now on, now I use Trucker Path as like a make sure I'm not going to be on a route through my other GPS that's going to get me into a low overpass or to super curvy roads, or certain states like Georgia, if you have over a certain amount of axles, you have to take bypass routes around Atlanta. There's a bunch of signs for that too, but just it'll keep you on the right track.
Even doing the RV, you still want to keep to the trucker route.
Well, if you're on the fifth wheel, the air
for the
conditioning-
most part.
Well,
Not the hazardous routes, though. You don't have to follow those.
No.
well, I mean, and it's different for each state. For instance, I was so excited on my trip to California. Sorry, I'm still on a little bit. Years ago, California, oh my God, you did not want to go there in a big truck. And I was so excited on my first trip to out to California. And we get into California, and what's the first damn sign we see say?
I can't go 55.
55 mile an hour, all cars, vehicles with a trailer. Oh my God.
Over 3 axles.
He was ready to pull his hair out. Look, 8 months left. Oh my God. And look, there ain't a whole lot here.
That's from California.
Man, I was so upset when I got to California and found out I had to do 55 mile an hour. But the cool thing, all you truck drivers out there, when you drop that trailer, you get to roll, baby.
And if you're a transporter and you have a truck bed, they say no pickup trucks in the scale houses.
Truck bed, not a flatbed.
I don't know about
not
flatbeds. Just got back from Manteca, which is North California, past 4 scale houses. I do not have a truck bed to leave. I have a truck bed. I pulled a 5th wheel to there. Blew all 4 scale houses because it said no pickup trucks. I have a pickup truck. They never came out after me. Just to let you know, not to brag or nothing like that, but they didn't. And maybe they were busy. They didn't look busy, but maybe they were. I don't know.
But from a truck driver point of view, Georgia, I hate Georgia like everywhere the truck driver out there does. But look at the signs. It's, what is it, 6 wheels?
6 wheels.
6 wheels.
Trucks over 6 wheels.
However, that's a problem for me because I'm the only one in the group that has a dually. So if I'm pulling a
It's
trailer,
over 6 wheels, though.
Over 6
Over
I
6
know
wheels.
over 6 wheels. I'm the only one got a dually. They both got single axles. If they have a single axle trailer, they can hit the left lane legal. However, I can't.
But point me in the direction where you're going to hardly ever have a single axle trailer. Almost.
I'm pulling one tomorrow, next day.
Yes.
I'm pulling one
Oh,
Friday
to Georgia.
to Georgia. So,
But very rarely.
Very
will it
rarely.
happen.
yes, that is a rarity. I agree. However, you all have that option at some point. I don't.
But
If
once
I got
I
a
get my
trailer,
CDL and settled into this, I'm getting a dually. For sure.
but I don't. 6 wheels plus.
Yeah.
It's
Your
more than
6
6
wheel.
wheels.
Your 6 wheel to begin with, so it
Yeah.
don't matter what
So
you
you
pull.
got a
you're
unicycle behind your truck. You're taking 285
Right,
around
it
Atlanta.
don't matter.
But I'd rather
However,
take
on the way
285
back,
around
it's
Atlanta.
not a
Yeah,
problem.
I'd rather go 285 than go through freaking Atlanta anyway.
Unless it's me going through traffic going home.
It don't matter what you hit. You got bad luck.
No way, dude.
Yes, you do.
I don't have bad luck.
If it wasn't for bad luck, you wouldn't have no luck.
Exactly. Anyways, about Trucker Path. I'm leaving Indiana.
You gotta go north before you go south.
I gotta go north before you go south, before you go west. So he says, "Oh, you should be in Chicago by now." No, I'm in Michigan. Well, what the heck you doing in Michigan? Well, for some odd reason, my GPS has me going all the way up, and I can't, for the life of me, I can't tell you what this highway is. But I'm not deep into Michigan, but I'm about 40 minutes into Michigan.
40 Michigans into Michigan.
40 Michigans into Michigan. I'm about 40 minutes into Michigan.
He's elbow deep.
Before I start going west to get me on another road to kind of dip back south to get me on to 80. Well,
Now, y'all remember, 80 comes right across Elkhart. I mean, it's right across through there.
Right under Chicago.
Yeah.
Right on out.
Yeah.
okay. So I finally get on the road I need to be on, and I'm heading out. And I don't know why. I've even taken this way out of town before when I was going to Colorado.
Oh, I'd have left that out of the video, but it's in here now.
It's fine. It's fine. I don't care. So I go, and I'm running out, and for some odd reason, my GPS is telling me to take this bypass in my favorite state of Illinois, going to Chicago. So not only did I dart across lanes of traffic to make this exit.
Oh my God, I didn't know that.
Oh, I did.
Oh, I didn't know you darted lanes to get this thing to go north
not
before
quite
you can
darted
go south.
but I did do the median a little bit, or the little cheater stripes. I did use
So
those.
the little white solids,
The white
right
solids
before the exit,
that you're
so
not
you
supposed
come
to cross.
into.
Yeah.
Oh wow! Just to
So-
go north before you can go south.
Just to go north before you
All
go
right.
south for a second time.
Yeah. Now, y'all remember that?
In Montana, to go to Montana, and there's more to Montana later on. So now I'm heading straight into the gullet of Chicago at 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning.
And I'm telling you,
He left
boys
at 5 in the
and
morning.
girls, sailors
5:30.
would have blushed at this point.
So
you know.
And I am getting heated. Like, I'm fixing to throw my fist through my own steering wheel.
It doesn't take much, just so y'all know.
Y'all get mad too. Don't be. So, and not only am I driving into Chicago, but I literally, and this is the GPS. This is not me taking a wrong turn. This is me just being an idiot following.
This was what, your
GPS.
second, let's preface this. This is what, your second load? Third load? Fourth.
Fourth load.
Yeah. So you haven't been in this industry long enough
Not
to
very
really
long.
know. So, I mean, we'll preface that with this with
So,
that. So
this was my fourth load. That's not really an excuse because you shouldn't ever blindly follow GPS, especially not when you go over the route in depth with someone else.
That's been trucking for 28 years.
But here's the thing, like I knew the route in my head, but when something is ringing off in your face driving down the road and it's got little painted lines to follow, you're just like, I think I should listen to this because when is it going to steer me wrong? Well, alright.
Yeah, the dumbass that's got 28 years has no clue.
Yeah, but come on, put yourself in my shoes with something bleeping at you, you know. So anyways, now I'm on this road taking me into Chicago, and somebody from Illinois can go ahead and, you know, if there is somebody watching from Illinois, can put it in the comments, whatever you take to go to Chicago off 80.
94.
Yeah, 94.
There you go.
And I literally go probably 4, maybe 6 miles before my GPS tells me to get off, go over a bridge to get back on the same highway. No, I got back on the same highway.
You got on 57 to go south and then 80 west.
No.
You gonna bet?
I want to bet because it literally had me get off the road. Was it another highway? Because I could have swore I'm literally looking at the same direction that I just went like this. I mean, we're going to pull up a map. But anyways, so I drive into Chicago to drive out of Chicago to get back on the same highway
That he was just on.
that I was just on
Did you have to go north?
to go south before you can go west.
Why?
That right there, that's 94, 57, 80.
But no, I'm telling you right now, dude.
Dude, I was on the other end and I was calm.
This right here is what I did.
You better not fuck up.
No,
Okay,
I'm
that's
telling you,
94.
I know that's what I did.
You went on
I got
120th?
on, no, I got on one of those right there to get back on 94. I never got on the other interstate.
Oh my
Anyway.
God, you messed up even more than I thought.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Remember I told you it was
This
like I was
story's
in
getting
Daytona
better, guys.
500? You don't remember that? I told you I was going around loops.
Well,
And I didn't
yeah,
understand
and when
why.
I'm riding down the road and I look at it and I see this right here, okay?
No, that you thought that's what I meant by a loop?
I thought this was what you
No.
Okay, everybody, just hold on.
No.
When he was doing this, for everybody that don't know,
Because y'all might not be from up around here, like us.
You know, I'm not from around here. Obviously.
you know
Yeah.
something? I hope somebody got that. I thought it was this nice little cool little jump right here, and I thought he just went 80, 94, over.
No, because I
57,
promise you,
80. I thought
I
that's
was
what
on
he
the
was
same
doing.
highway.
He's saying he played the little
I
circle
promise
jerk
you.
game, and
Because if you look
done
on the map,
something
that's about 4
completely
miles.
different.
Ain't it? It's about 4 miles.
okay,
I
I'm
promise,
learning.
dude.
Please
Oh,
proceed.
no, I'm learning.
No, I'm learning because
Oh,
I
about
didn't
my
realize
fault.
you didn't do that.
Oh, yeah, that was me. Yeah.
So there's y'all funny story right there.
And
So
he
you
finally
gotta-
got on 80.
To go from Indiana to Montana, you got to go from Indiana to Michigan.
To
back
Chicago.
back through Indiana
Oh.
to Chicago, or into Illinois to go back north through Chicago. We
To
call
get on
that
80.
to get on 80 to go west.
But just remember, 80 comes right through Indiana.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's just right there.
Yeah.
He crossed 80 to just get to
15 times before
90.
he finally got on it.
Oh my
I
God.
will tell you what though, after that, I definitely double if not triple check.
Trucker path.
No. I double, if not triple check my route. And I know my exits in my head. I know the road names in my head.
There you go.
I know.
Trip planning.
Yeah.
Oh
Yes.
my God.
And that's going to be a video, guys. That is going to be a video because that is a big thing with this industry.
Everything
it
after
is
that.
trip planning.
Everything
guys.
after that was great until I got into North Dakota.
All right, that's
yeah.
a different story.
Yeah.
All joking aside, guys, anybody make that mistake, and I know I'm the old fart and all that shit, but
I did it
make
earlier
that
today,
mistake.
actually, guys. I missed my exit,
And
and
you
I
went to Michigan.
went to Michigan. I did not realize I missed my
Welcome to
exit.
the club.
I just bought a
So-
$600 GPS.
And still went to Michigan.
And still went to Michigan because I wasn't paying attention to it because I was on the phone with him this morning.
Funny how that
And
works.
missed the exit I had to get off on.
You
And
see
I was
the-
like, I was just there, I was like, dang, I had 60 miles left. Why does it say 62 miles to destination? And then I look up, welcome to Michigan. I was like, oh, gotta go north and go south.
rolling.
Speaking of Michigan, did you get a chance to see one of their highway patrol vehicles?
I did not, because as soon as I got in, I was like 5 miles from exit 1 and I got off on exit 1.
Now, I
on that.
just, not just recently, but a little while ago, I took a 35
Hey, remember,
reset
you
in
might have to
Michigan.
go back before you say this.
What, Michigan?
Yeah.
I don't care.
Okay.
So,
Hey, DLT guys, you heard that, right?
Yeah.
I drive a silverish gold F-250 with Ford plates on it.
BR549.
Yes.
No, it's not BR-54.
You know what BR549? You don't even know. You don't. Shut up. Just let me throw my shit in there. I'm an old man, remember?
The old Michigan Highway Patrols, they got the lollipop, or the bubble gum.
Really?
Lollipop.
Really?
One spinny red light on the top of their cars, and then they have a fin on the hood that illuminates stop.
Really?
I swear to God.
That's interesting.
Yep.
You know, Wyoming actually has 4-wheel drive F-150s. If y'all didn't know that, I didn't realize that till I just went through. But Wyoming has 4-wheel drive F-150s.
Indiana Highway Patrol has Dodge 1500s and F-150s. Seen that today. Tennessee has a semi-truck.
Yep.
Really?
Swear to
Yes,
God.
they do.
I have seen pictures on Facebook of Florida
Tennessee's
having
got a Harley,
semi-trucks.
too.
I haven't seen one in Florida, but I've seen
Tennessee's got a Harley and semi and several things.
But
California.
every state
they've
trooper I
got
saw
some slick
going to
rigs.
Shaky, going to and coming back on Wyoming.
Shaky's California.
Yes.
Because it shakes.
Earthquakes. Anyway, did not know, but every single one of them I saw were pickup trucks, F-150 4-wheel drives. I didn't realize that. It makes sense because it's Wyoming and there's nothing there. Nothing.
The weather. Like that.
Oh, Mother Nature is a cruel.
Mistress.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good PG way to put that.
I'll say I can't be PG.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So yeah, and then you got iced out, snowed out, weathered out on that Montana trip, didn't you?
Well, so
That's a whole nother story there.
God.
driving through North Dakota, North Dakota's beautiful. There ain't nothing, but North Dakota gets beautiful.
What is that? Right past Fargo. I went to North Dakota right before he did, and
You went right outside of Minot, right?
yeah, I did go
Which
to.
is the road. I don't know what the
He went
interstate
to
is, but
bum
that's
truck to Egypt.
that's
Yeah.
north of where I was at.
Yeah, but
I
there.
took
But
80.
you took the inner. Oh, I didn't take 80. I took something. But there's a cool little spot. I've been through there. Well, I've been in and then back. So I guess you could say twice. There's an area where, in the same exact area, there's about 50 miles there that the fog just freezes to everything. I thought it was pretty cool, but I also hit it to where it was still warm enough to where the roads didn't ice over. He did not hit it like that, so.
Yeah. So driving through.
Because I told him, I said, man, this area
It's
right
gonna be
here
beautiful. It's
is
cool.
it's
You're
awesome.
gonna see frozen trees.
Yeah, and it is cool, but
Did you see frozen trees?
I did, and lakes, and rivers, and everything was
Yeah.
frozen.
Yeah, even the roads. But he hit it 2 weeks after I did.
Not even. Probably like a week.
Oh.
Because I had seen you in the lounge, and I know that you and Paul were
Yeah,
over
Richard.
there.
Yeah.
So I'm on the phone with Sam over here, and heading down the road. I'm like, man, North Dakota's going pretty good. It's getting a little cold. And then, I don't know, probably like an hour and a half before I hit it, I was like, there's a lot of fog on the horizon.
In this area of North Dakota, it literally will drop
Oh, it did.
like 15 degrees.
More.
Yeah, or more, just like that. And then you get out of this little area, and the temperature will raise back up on you.
I don't know what that last town is that you hit before you get into like nowhere, North Dakota. But it was probably 30.
There's a pilot right there on the right-hand side.
Yeah, it's like...
Because I stayed at that pilot before I hit that frozen fog. That's why I know there's a pilot there.
It's like 36 degrees when I was in that town. And then you round this curve, kind of go up a little bit of a hill, drop down the hill, and you're just on a dead beaten straightaway for hours.
And then it just freaking drops.
So I'm sitting there watching the thermostat on my radio in my truck just go down, go down, go down, go down, go down. Before I got into the fog, it was probably 25 degrees, and then I'm in the fog at this point now, and I'm talking you can see maybe 7 dashes on the highway in front of you. The fog was
the dashes,
like lane split dashes.
Yeah.
All right, all joking aside, guys, I'm going to back him up a little bit. Remember where he's from. He's
Florida.
From Central Florida.
No, south.
Not south.
Nah, he's really Central Florida. So, realistically.
Okay, let's give them an area so they know. South.
Cocoa Beach.
Area.
So, all right. The difference in geography and everything is unreal. He's never seen some of the things he got to see.
Not to toot my own horn though, but I'm a driver. Listen, I'm a driver.
But
I know when to stop and I know when I can go.
Yes, but there's things you still.
But he does drive
freezing fog.
Have
you ever seen freezing fog? Have you ever even heard of it?
I didn't even.
Well, I'm from Central Alabama, and I've never seen freezing fog.
You didn't even know frogs could freeze.
No. I mean, I know fog is moisture, and I guess you get it below 32 degrees and it can freeze. But I didn't know
rib it
that.
when they freeze. That's all I want to know.
Yeah. So, anyways, driving through the freezing fog.
Frogs or fog?
Fog. Fog. Let me over pronunciate my words.
So,
no.
what you did?